Hey, how y'all doing? I'm about to call it a day. I just got through putting up a electrical system for our garden. Been a long, long day. But I really want to talk to y'all about one of my subscriber posted a comment, and I think it was a very, very beautiful comment about allowing certain people to live with you. I've been through hell with that. And matter of fact, I'm gonna post some of the incidents that happened to me, and I got pew to hell before I came here into Georgia.
I'm sorry. Before he even starts talking, this right here absolutely pisses me off. I'm going to tell y'all a quick story. This was yesterday, mind you. Today, I'm recording this video on Saturday, April 11th. This happened to me April 10th. On Friday, I'm going into a dollar store. I went to go get a Red Bull and I think a bag of chips or something. Before I get inside, I see a handicapped woman. She pulled into the handicap spot. That spot was completely empty. When I'm saying empty, I mean there was no trash. It was clean. Now, I can't lie, I didn't see her physically do this, but I walked into the store before her, and then I came out of the store after her. You know, she got her stuff quicker than me. Whenever I got back outside, that parking space looked similar to this. That woman cleaned her car out in the parking lot. The way that people think just blows my mind. It's like, this isn't my property, or if I leave this here and I go back home to wherever I'm going, I don't have to worry about it. It's like out of sight, out of mind for them. Just some humans piss me off, man. And this is one of those things that really pisses me off. It's like the most selfish thing you could do. Take care of what you have and treat other people's stuff with respect.
And I don't think it's a good idea. I'd rather give them some money to help them get a place to stay or whatever. But as far as allowing someone to come stay with me, it's pure to a headache. Another thing, when people ask you, could I use your address for my driver license, for my mail to come in, that's a no-no. You know, because they could turn around and come to your house and you tell them to leave and you call the police and they got their address on their driver license. Police say no. You know, you got to go through a legal procedure to get these people out your house, off your property. So stop allowing people to come and live with you. That's a big no-no. I want to use.
Look, the only time that it's acceptable, and I'm speaking from the perspective of somebody who's always lived with someone else. I have my own house now. Me and my brother, we have our own house together. We both pay on the mortgage. We're both 50-50 owners of it. But whenever I was growing up, obviously I lived with my mom. Then when I went to college, I moved to a town that was like an hour and a half away, or a city that was an hour and a half away. My oldest brother, or not my oldest brother, one of my older brothers was nice enough, shouts out to him, to let me stay with him. And then one of my sisters, she was nice enough to let me stay with her for the second half of college. Then I came back, lived with my mom. Now I'm where I'm at now. But I say all of that to say, from my perspective, they were taking a risk on me. I'm coming into their space, so they have to accommodate me. And the biggest thing that's most important is that you two get along well, personality wise. It's one thing if you're like a clean person and they're a dirty person. How do y'all handle that verbally? How do y'all communicate that? How are y'all going to fix that situation? Come to some type of understanding. Me and my older brother, when we stayed together, zero issues. We were kind of the same when it came to like our cleanliness level, all of that. We were super like laid back, super chill, nonchalant. When I stayed with my sister, however, there was an issue. She was a micromanager. She would come behind me and she'd start wiping counters down if she felt like I didn't clean it properly. And I felt like a nuisance to her. So when you're about to live with somebody, whether you're coming into their space or they're coming into your space, y'all need to know what kind of timing y'all are on. Like, are y'all on the same page?
That's a big no-no. It's very, very aggravating, you know. And the cost of getting those individuals out your house is a whole lot. And like I said, I'm going to post some videos. You're going to be surprised as hell. Like before I came here to Georgia, I got pure do hell out of certain family members. I ain't talking about strangers now. I'm talking about family members doing unnecessary damage to my property before I left. So when somebody come and ask you, hey, could I stay with you for a couple of days, or could I live with you until I get on my feet? No, just give them $500. You know what I'm saying? Give them $300, $200. You know, rather than go through that unnecessary headache. So I appreciate my subscriber sharing that thought with me, so I could share it with my community. But to have someone to move in with me, I caught puberty here. I'm 72, going on 73 years old, and it don't work. It don't work. They might start off.
It can work. It can work. It's just like I said earlier, and I want to clarify too. Living with my sister wasn't all bad. Shouts out to her for letting me stay there too. I owe her a great amount, but you just have to make sure that you're not being taken advantage of, and that you set some type of ground rules. Like when the people that he lets stay there, since they're family, a lot of times family feel like since they're already comfortable with you, they feel like they could get away with more. You still got to set those boundaries. You still got to be like, look, we're not going to do this. We're not going to do that. Like I told my little brother when we first got this house, if you want to bring girls over here, that's fine, because I'm going to do the same thing. But there's a rule. We can't let them stay here for longer than 3 days. Now, granted, I've kind of broken that rule, but I talked to him about it before because my girl, me and her do like a long distance thing. So she's going to be here for longer than 3 days at a time. But you have to communicate. You have to understand there's boundaries, there's rules. This is what you can do. This is what you can't do. Because at the end of the day, the property has value. And I'm not trying to devalue my property because somebody that wants to stay here is not listening. But it can work. You just have to set some ground rules.
So, if you rent a room to them, they might start off paying you a little bit. Then after a while, they'll come and say, "Oh, this happened, that happened, this happened, that happened." And family members just the worst of the people that are not no kin to you. Matter of fact, I'm not gonna call anybody's name. I had several family members that were staying with me in Miami. I think they was like jealous or pissed off of my achievement in life. Gonna find out they cut the water on, leave the water running all damn day. When I come in, I like to keep my yard well manicured. I come in, trash all over the place. What's happening? The dogs, the new garbage cans now, the dogs can't turn the garbage can on. With certain individuals in the family that you try to help, they, with their negative mind, they do a whole lot of damage. And
then you start to realize those people that you're trying to help, there's a reason that they're in the situation that they're in now. It's because they've been like this their whole life and you just didn't see it because you didn't live with them. It becomes very telling. Like you think that you know somebody until you start living with them. That's what I found out. You really, really don't know a person until you start living with them. That's why they advise against, couples living together before they get married. And I'm sitting here thinking, who was drinking all them Arizona teas? That's all they drink. God dang. And he's funny for doing this. Like it's a little petty, but I understand why he's doing it because he has to make sure he covers himself and he has proof of the damage that they're doing to his property. But he taking pictures of everything that they do, man. The clothes that's on the floor in the house. He taking pictures of the trash in the yard, the disorganization that they got in the yard. He ain't playing no games, man. He documenting everything.
Through this hell before I came here to Georgia. And I want to share this with my community. I'm not putting nobody down. People are people. People, if they want to have a positive mind, they'll show a positive mind. If they have a negative mind, they'll show a negative mind. But I'm glad that the individual last night posted that comment, a very beautiful comment. Do not allow anyone to stay with you. Give them $100, $200, or whatsoever,
I knew there had to be kids in the mix. I knew it. I didn't want to just jump to that assumption because sometimes adults be worse than kids when it comes to cleanliness. But I knew it had to be some kids in the mix. But for the most part, I kind of agree with him. If you can avoid having people live with you, then by all means, there's nothing better than having your own place, your own peace of mind, all of that. Like I just got done talking to my girl about a situation where someone in her family might have to go live with someone else. And it's going to be a little bit of a hassle. So if you can avoid it, I do agree. But sometimes you have to be a little bit inconvenienced in order to help a family member out. If you believe in them and you trust in them and you know that they're a good person, y'all just might not get along the best, then you might need to let them come stay with you just for the fact that you care for them and you love them. But yeah, there's a little bit of time left in this video. There's like 2 minutes left. So I'm going to leave his video in the description if you want to go check it out and check his channel out and see what he's about. I'll leave that down there for y'all. And before you type anything in the comments, please hit the like button and do not forget to subscribe to this channel. And yeah, man, that's it for this video. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.